Okay, just a quick disclaimer that this set of origins is a work in progress. There is no confirmed release for them, nor are there any versions of it that are public. Anyway, let's get right into the video. So, Schools of Magic is a pack containing 4 origins, as well as custom blocks, items, and more. It is a set of origins with lore surrounding each individual origin, and the origins as a set. So, first off, let's go over the origins. The first origin is called the Hemomancer, and the Hemomancer is a school that revolves around the magic of life and death, and sacrificing their own being in return for a stronger connection to their magical source. And magic sources will be explained in a later episode, which will be completely about the lore. The Hemomancer can take their life and imbue it into slates for various effects, and they can also do rituals to empower tools like netherite swords and armor, binding them to their soul. Speaking of souls, the Hemomancer can also sell their soul to the devil, literally. They can do a ritual to summon a patron demon, who offers the player extra powers at the cost of part of their soul. The second is the Thaumaturge, who researches the aura of worldly things and uses this research to design their own spells. These spells are completely player customizable and are made from a shape component, which defines how the spell is cast and how it affects entities, a form component, which defines what the spell actually does, an element component, which is the sort of elemental damage it does, like fire damage, water damage, just magic damage, and finally a modifier, which makes a modification to the spell such as the radius it affects. The third school is the Alchemist, which I haven't worked on much, so it's a bit underdeveloped compared to the others, but the Alchemist specializes in matter manipulation. They take the world around it and can bend it to their will, changing the structure of materials to turn them into other materials or moving terrain around. The fourth and final school of magic does not actually have magic of their own. The Artificers are a group of people that show magical potential but don't have a connection to any magic source. They cannot use any magic. Instead, they use existing magical objects as a form of magic battery, creating their armor, tools, and weapons to harness the magic inside of these objects and shape it to their liking. As you can probably tell from the explanations, my style of origin creation does not flow like most standard origins. In most origins, you choose the origin you'd like to be, and from that point you have the special powers that are unique to your origin. My origin creation style is rather different from that. Instead of having powers and downsides that you start off with from the get-go, you have to earn your powers in the first place. You are essentially human until you earn it. This means that not only do people playing not have to worry about downsides being something that they don't like, or feel like it's too great a hindrance because I don't add downsides. When you have to put the work in to get the powers in the first place, adding downsides seems quite harsh. Another reason why I prefer making origins in this style is, as long as the process required to earn your powers is great enough, you can make powers almost as overpowered as you want, as long as the player deserves that power after doing something difficult. They can have it. I much prefer the style of making your typical origin, or even an evolving origin, which this pack also makes use of. Anyway, that is going to be all for what I'm considering an episode 0 in the devlog of Schools of Magic, or the Schools of Magic Showcase. I have no clue what I'm going to end up calling it. In the next episode, I'm going to go over the lore side of the pack and go over what lore has already been decided on. If you want to see some sneak peeks or discuss the pack, head over to my developer Discord, where I talk about what's going on with the pack and any work I do on it, as well as lore, sneak peeks, anything of that sort. So the link to that will be in the description below. Thank you all for watching this video, and have a good one.